Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Let me go and set up this room real quick and then we can get started. So let's see, it's 6:17 right now. So we got about 13 minutes till market open. We still have a lot of time. I'm just gonna get everything set up here and then we should be good to go. I'm gonna check the news as well because I do think there's a lot of news today. So we might have to be a little careful, but we'll make the best of it. So let me just get this set up right here. This is good. Today is September 15th. Damn, this month is almost halfway through. It's crazy how fast this year flew by. It was just January. It's starting to get cold already. It was so hot for the summer. I'm glad it's starting to cool back down. Get this finished right here as well. All right, pending signal right there. Man, YouTube's lagging it today. So let's see what's going on here. It's weird. So yeah, it looks like YouTube is having an issue. Making updates and stuff like that. So let's see. I mean, YouTube looks fine on my end. I don't know why it's taking so long to update. Weird. All right, let me just refresh this. Let's try it again. All right, it's fine. If the YouTube doesn't go up, it's all good. I don't really care. I'll just get the Zoom link for you guys here. So let's see. You guys, the Zoom right there. It's weird. It's sitting right here. All right, so people are starting to make their way in. So good morning, everybody. I'm trying to set up a YouTube right now. YouTube is having issues as usual. I mean, they've been having issues for the past couple of months now. But it's all good. I mean, what matters is that I have the Zoom set up, so the YouTube is all right. If people don't make it to the YouTube, that's fine because you guys still have access here on the Zoom. So yeah, I'll come check on the YouTube later, but for now, I'll just let it be. Let me see if I can at least open the YouTube video on here. There we go. Hey, morning, Kenny. Morning, Trexton. Morning, everybody. Yeah, I was trying to update the YouTube right now, but the YouTube isn't updating for whatever reason. It keeps having errors saving the updated video, so it's all good. What's most important is that the Zoom is working. So the Zoom looks like it's working perfectly fine. So let me just go ahead and set everything up real quick, and then we can get started with our analysis. It's 6:21 right now, so we have about 9 minutes till market open. If you guys send me messages on Telegram or email or anything like that, I haven't really gotten a chance to take a look at that stuff just yet. So I will take a look after this session. Looking at the news this morning, I think there is news, right? So let me just check real quick to confirm. Today is Wednesday, September 15th. We do have U.S. crude oil inventories at 7:30 a.m. Other than that, I think that's about it for the news this morning. So we'll see what happens with the market. Looking over here at CNBC, let's see where the sentiment is looking like right now. So I mean, not sentiment, the futures. So futures are currently 12 points in the green, not very far in the green, but it's right down the middle. Looking at retail sentiment, it's currently 60% long. So this is actually a really good sign because it's been at about 50% the past 2 weeks. So there wasn't really much of a bias. But now that we have it like that, I was actually tempted to enter a snipe right here because there was a snipe that was available here. Let me see if I still have it drawn up. There. So I had this drawn up earlier. I was thinking about entering this for a snipe. I'm not going to enter it, but it was tempting because it was price was way up here. So I was like, oh, I could get in for a huge discount. So if I got in from there, I would have been in profit, about 300 pips already. It'd be about 3,000 in the last 5 minutes. But I mean, it's all good. I'm not going to enter it just at all just yet. I'm just going to wait because the market's going to open. Once it opens, it might shoot one way or the other. So I'm going to leave that alone right now. But it does look like it's starting to come down. And another confirmation for that is that retail sentiment is 60% long. So with retail traders here with it 60% long, we're obviously going to be looking for some sells. So we'll see what happens when the market opens. If this gives us a sell, it's going to be a good sign because we actually want to take a sell today if it does provide that. So I looked at the fundamentals. Futures data is currently somewhat bullish. It's only up about 15 points right now, which is not very much. Looking over at the technicals on the 1 hour, it's bearish. Price is below the pivots. The trend meter is red. Here on the 10-minute, same situation. Price is below the pivots. The trend meter is also red. On the 3-minute, price was below the pivots. The trend meter wasn't red, it was blue, meaning it was indecisive. So it's kind of indecisive with its direction, whether it's going to be going up, whether it's going to be down. But on the 10-minute and 1 hour higher time frames, it is bearish. So it does look like it can possibly coming down. It could possibly be coming down. Also here on the 1-minute, price was below the pivots. Trend meter is green. However, it turned blue right here. So you can see it's shifting from downtrend to neutral to uptrend to now neutral again, and then uptrend again right here. So everything for the most part looks pretty bearish, meaning we think price, it looks like price is going to come down. This push up right here is just temporary. Doesn't look like it's going to hold up very long. It looks like it's eventually going to come back down like it is right here. So we'll be looking for what's the fundamentals going to look like as the market opens. Once we have that confirmation, we can take the trade. We have about 6 minutes till market opens, so we do have some time. There's no real rush right now. It's kind of just, we're just taking it as is. So let me check the chat real quick, see who's here. Hey, Duncan, morning. See, morning, Patrick, morning, Paul, morning, Adrian, morning, Maria, morning, Christopher, morning, Karen, morning, Alex, morning, Miles, morning, David, morning, Abraham. Christopher's asking, can we draw liquidity at 60% bias? It's still too little. It needs to be closer to 75 to 80. Because the thing is, there's really no strong bias there. If you have a 60% chance of winning, like if you weigh things, 60% chance of things going this way or this way, it's not a very good chance, right? 60-40. It's not really one-sided at all. So there's no, you're not able to draw liquidity. I know you've been asking about liquidity for like the past 2 weeks, because but it hasn't been available. It's always going to be around the 75% mark. It needs to be very one-sided. It can't just be somewhat one-sided. It needs to be very one-sided for us to be able to draw that. No problem. It's all good. Morning, Charlie. Morning, Al. Morning, Dean. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Maddie. Morning, everybody. So let's see. Antoine's asking, do you think US 30 will hit TP3? It might. I don't know. The market isn't really moving very smoothly. I actually pulled out over here when it pushed into TP1 over here. I actually moved my stop loss and profit off my other account. I still have it running right here on my my forex.com. You can see this is my live account. It's not a really big account. It's like I have like 2,000 or 3,000 in this account, so I'm not really risking too much with these trades. I just have these running because obviously I think it's going to push, and I let them run to full TP. It probably will, but we really don't know because this like spike up right here was really unusual. So looking at here, let me see. The pivots, a lot of things are pointing towards the downside, right? So price is below the pivots, trend meter is red. So price is obviously trending down, but you can see that price broke below, came back for a retest, and then came right back down. So it's probably going to hit. On my other account, I got out at TP1 right here. On my other account, which I just let run to full TP, which is a smaller account, this is still running right here. So it probably will hit, maybe, maybe not, who knows. But if you want to be careful, I would recommend using the exit strategy as it comes back down, because the market just hasn't been moving very smoothly at all lately. You can see generally when price is moving directional like this is a good thing, but price isn't really moving directional. It's kind of just going sideways. It broke below here, and then now it's just going this way, right? It's not really going up. It's not really going down. It's kind of just going sideways. So hopefully it'll come down. I think it will, because from my analysis yesterday, looking over at the other AUD pairs, they're all bearish, right? Odd CAD's bearish. Odd CHF is bearish. Odd JPY is bearish. This indicates that the Australian dollar is weak. So Australian USD right here, this is bearish too, indicating that the Aussie is weak. Looking over at the US dollar pairs, Euro USD, this was bearish last night. So it was indicating that the US dollar was strong. Looking over here at GU, this is also bearish, meaning that the US dollar is strong. NZD/USD, same situation, it was bearish right here, indicating the US dollar is strong. And then looking over here at UCAD, it's bullish, meaning the US dollar is strong. UCAD, USD/CHF is different because this is a safe haven currency. But looking over here at USD/JPY, same thing with these two. So USD/JPY and USD/CHF, these are both safe haven currencies. So they don't generally move in the same direction as like UCAD, NU, GU, EU, and AU. So these usually move in the same direction. The only difference is USD/CHF and USD/JPY. So for the most part, I do think it's going to come down. However, it just might take some time. So going back to US30 over here, this thing is starting to drop pretty nice. Let me see if there's anything else over here to look at. So I'm just going to mark this up as a temporary place mark for a possible sell. Have my MetaTrader ready. Okay, everything's all set. I think we're good. Once the market does open, we should be ready to go. So let me scroll down real quick. Al said, do you suggest Forex.com and trade US30? You can't trade US30 on Forex.com, Al. It's not available on that broker. So unfortunately, you can't. If you want to trade on TradingView, you have to use a broker that's compatible. Some people use AMP, some people use TradeStation, some people use Awanda. It just depends on where you're located. But Forex.com doesn't carry it. So unfortunately, I wish they did, because I would trade it on there too, but you can't, because it's not allowed in the US to trade that. You have to trade the actual future. So 1 minute till market open. We got about 50 seconds. See what else we got over here. Morning, Joe. Morning, Sam. Morning, Riga. Yeah, Sam said market's a bit whippy. Yeah, no, exactly. I started to notice that too. So I'm going to look for the fundamentals here to confirm it. We're looking for a possible sell here. Reason because price is below the pivots on all time frames right here, 10-minute, 3-minute, and 1 minute. And the trend meter is also red on the 10-minute over here. So on the higher time frames, it looks like a pretty strong sell. However, on the short time frames, we have to wait for that confirmation. So market's opening in about 20 seconds. Fundamental bias over here is very small. It's like 9 points in the green, but we'll see what happens when the market actually opens in the next 6 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The market's now open. So let's see if we're gonna have a drop here. Not a huge drop, but it is dropping. So let me go and take a look over here real quick and see what the fundamentals are looking like. So it looks like it's down 6 points right now. It's not really down that much, guys. So like, just, keep that in mind. If it's not down too much, or it's not really moving directional at all, it's probably something to just hold off and not just jump the gun and hop into the trade so quickly. So looking at this right here, there's no direction, right? You see huge wicks on both sides. You see a wick on top. You see a wick on bottom. We're looking for a sell though. So if we have a strong red candle, then we'll take this for a sell. However, if it's not a strong red candle, we're not going to take it. We got about 19 seconds left on this candle right here. Once we have that confirmation, we can probably take this trade here. So let's see. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. No entry. No entry because there's a big wick on the bottom and a big wick on the top. So looking at that right here, this indicates that there's a little bit of some indecisiveness in the market, because it's this just shows that it's having resistance up here, and it's also hitting some resistance from the bottom. So when it does that, there's no real direction, because it's kind of like, oh, is price going up or is price going down? We really don't know until we have a better confirmation. Looking over here at the fundamentals, let me refresh this again. It's only down 5 points. So it's not really one-sided at all. It's kind of just right down the middle, just like I mentioned. Looking over here as well at the actual index. The stock index right here is just right down the middle. They're half red, half green. So there's really no direction that's been set. Looking at retail sentiment, it's still at, it's at 59% now. So it looks like some people switch from buy to sell. We got about 10 seconds left on this candle right here. If this closes with a strong red candle, we can possibly take it. But just keep in mind, this might be a little risky because there's no real strong confirmation on one way or the other. So this right here actually would be the breakout. If anyone wants to take it, I'm probably gonna wait a little bit. Oh, crap. Okay, so I was trying to get in for a discount because I was gonna see if it swung up, but I'm already in the position. So I'm currently in this right here. Let me see if I could get the halfway mark just to don't want to move my stop loss, possibly in profit. So it's going to send an alert right here. This is going to be breakout TP1, 250. All right, so price is it's bouncing around that area. Let's see where it's at. So price is actually pretty volatile right now. It just keeps bouncing around back and forth. So just looking at this right here, this is currently the breakout. Let me check the fundamentals because it's not really moving one side at all. It's kind of just going back and forth. I mean, it is now 36 points in the red, so it's looking more on the red side than it is the green. So we'll see what happens from here. Let me see the price difference. 34,558. Okay, so there still is a bit of a price difference from TradingView and MC4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be entering and exiting my trades manually. I'm not going to be setting a TP stop loss because I don't know what happened this week, but for whatever reason, now it's off by like 20 points or 20 points. Actually, it's a lot of points. So if you're trading off MC4 and you're using TradingView as your charting software, I would recommend just doing everything manually. I wouldn't set a TP stop loss because it's off by like 20 points, which is a huge difference. So I'm going to have to just watch this. And when it comes down to TP, I'm just going to have to close it out manually because my pricing is just way off. I don't want to mess it up and then put a wrong TP and then it ends up, or I could probably do the basic math. Let me see. So it's off by like 20 points. It's above 20 points. So I'll just have to have this set and then add 20 to it. Here, let me check this real quick. Let me see. Market's super volatile right now. I'm trying to figure out because I could do like the basic math. It's only off by like 20 points. So I think I would have to add 20 points to it. Or actually, no, I'd have to subtract 20 points from it. You know, I'm just gonna do it manually, guys. I'm not even gonna bother with it because the thing is I can't even figure out. So let's see. FTMO is 34,547. So it's, yeah, I believe I have to subtract it by 20 points. Okay, so 34. I just want to make sure it's not too close because what happened yesterday was my TP was way too close and it ended up closing me out. Like, what? I mean, it just doesn't sound right. Let me see. Okay, so this is a 34,506. 34,506 minus 24. I just gotta make sure the numbers are right because I don't want to enter this and then that number's wrong. Okay, so I think this is what my TP is supposed to be. 34. And the pricing is so off. 34.86. All right, I'm setting a TP there. It just looks like it's so far down though. Whatever. Okay, I just set a TP there. I'm not gonna put a stop loss. I'm gonna do that manually. Yeah, I'm gonna do that manually because just the way that the price is moving right now, I don't want to have it trigger my stop loss too early. I don't mind if it triggers my TP early, but my stop loss early is gonna be more important because of the volatility right here. Price is just spiking back and forth right now, so it's, you know, it's gonna keep bouncing back and forth. I might even hold it a little longer. So because the thing is, I use proper risk. If you guys use proper risk, you can probably hold this position longer than you need to because you're using half risk here for your max daily loss. So as long as you use proper lot sizing and proper risk, you should be able to, you know, hold this position longer than pass the stop loss because we're only risking about a third of your account, not a third of your account, a third of your daily loss per trade, as long as you use proper risk. Because remember what I mentioned before, guys, if you guys want to figure out what your proper risk is, you just divide your max daily loss by 3. So you can lose 3 losses back to back in order to reach your max daily loss. So like for here, I can literally lose, I mean, I could lose this much before I have to pull out. So, you know, that's why it's always important that you use proper risk because this is only a third of my account, not my account, a third of my my daily loss for the day. Yeah, so smart move. So Dean over here said use low risk, so I can do whatever. So this can do whatever. No, same here, Dean. As long as you use you guys always have to remember, like, use proper lot sizing. I see a lot of people, like, they over leverage like heavily when they're not supposed to. And that's going to get you nervous, right? If you're using proper lot sizing and you're not risking too much, it's not really going to bother you wherever price goes, because you can handle the risk wherever price is going to move to. And that's something that a lot of people still need to get down. So looking over here at the fundamentals, price is currently 25 points in the red. So that's looking good. Looking at retail sentiment, it's currently 59% long. So it still looks like a good sell to me so far. See if there's anything else over here that I can look at. Looking at this over here, the actual index. Index is just right down the middle, so it's not really moving one direction or the other. I mean, for the most part, it still looks like a good sell to me. So I'll just be watching it as it moves around. So see what we got over here. There we go. As the price comes right back down. All right, there we go. There we go. It's about to hit TP1 right there, it looks like. Yeah, Kenny said the market is crazy this morning. Market was like this yesterday too, Kenny. This, like, the past 2 weeks, the market has been super volatile. It's just been going back and forth for the past couple of weeks now. I don't know what's really causing that. I mean, I know there's like COVID news. There's also California elections going on here in the US. But there's nothing really that's really sticking out, that's really indicating like, yo, price is moving this way for whatever reason. It's kind of just, let's see. So it says S&P 500 rebounds slightly, Dow's flat as market fight the September doldrums. So they're just indicating that we're shifting from summer to fall, which is when volatility starts to pick up a bit. It just says that it's flat for the most part, not really much movement at all. Other than that, nothing really new here, nothing that we necessarily are looking towards. So we'll just keep looking at the chart here and see what's going on. It's currently in profit right now. It's moving its way down how it's supposed to, but we'll just give it some time. Retail sentiment right now, 59%. There you go, TP1 off that. So whoever, if you guys want to pull out in profit, go ahead and pull out. If you guys want to move your stop loss in profit, you can do that as well. And here are your all right, so there's TP1 right there. I mean, if you guys want to pull out, you guys don't feel comfortable about the position, what I always recommend to you guys is, if you guys don't feel comfortable, just pull out in profit or move your stop loss in profit. There's no problem with doing that. It's better to be not worried and what do you call this? Not stressed out and make some profit than to be holding on to it and praying. Because some people just hold on to positions sometimes and they just freak out when they can move their stop loss in profit. So let me check this real quick and give a little update here. Yeah, it looks like TradingView just froze on me. But I'll give you guys an update here for whoever decided to either move their stop loss in profit or pull out. But it does look like TradingView is now frozen. I don't know. US 30 is weird today. Let me check real quick if I could refresh this. I don't understand why is it frozen. Okay, there we go. Now it's starting to move again. So there we go. It's moving again. So if you guys moved your stop loss in profit or got out at TP1, you're already out in profit. If you guys want to hold on to it, feel free to hold on to it. But like I mentioned, it's really up. It's really up to you guys. You guys should manage your positions however you feel. If one person likes to take a lot of risks, to hold on to the position. If you're not that type of person who doesn't like to hold on to risks, risky trades, then you can just pull out. It's currently in profit right now, or it's bouncing back and forth. So it's just really up to your preference. If you want to hold on to it, hold on to it. If not, then just pull out. So other than that, let me see if there's anything else here for me to look at right now. I do have my alerts running right now. Yeah, so Maddie over here said pulled early, didn't feel comfortable at all. It's a smart move, guys. If you guys don't feel comfortable about a position, it's probably best that you guys just pull out, especially at TP1, because price isn't really moving directional. This is what would cause some sort of uncertainty in the market is that price isn't really moving one way or the other, right? It's just going sideways. If it goes down all the way or if it goes up all the way, then yeah, it's fine. You can hold on to the position. But in situations like this where price isn't really going one way or the other, it's, if you don't feel comfortable with the position, you're happy with your profits. Because the thing is, if you held it to 250 down here and you took the same lot size as me, you would have made 2,700 off that trade. So you're halfway to full TP. So it just really depends on who's holding the trade, right? Other than that, let me see if there's anything else right here. Let's see. Sorry, I need to check an update over here real quick. Yeah, no, my thing is still, I mean, it started moving again. It was frozen for a second and then it started moving again. So let me see what's going on over here real quick. Yeah, this thing is super volatile today, huh? It's this is kind of what I like seeing this. I like seeing a lot of wicks on the top side because it's probably indicating that it's going to swing back down. But I mean, who knows? So it depends on whoever is still holding on to the position. If you are, or if you aren't, it's really, and if you guys want to hold on to it longer, I think you probably can. So what you can hold, if you took the proper risk, you can probably hold on to it to like over here, 75. This might be, because with the type of volatility that's pushing the market right now, it's probably going to push up, then it's going to swing back down at some point, right? That's generally what happens with these types of markets. So if you guys want to hold on, because it's really close to stop loss. I don't know if it will trigger someone's stop loss or not, but if you guys want to hold on longer, you guys can hold on to this area right here. If you feel like holding on for a longer risk, because this thing right here is, it's obviously going to be moving back and forth. This is probably just going to reach off this area, bounce off, and then come all the way back down. So it's really up to you guys, however you want to hold on to the risk. For me, I actually pulled out earlier over here. I didn't get the full TP, but I moved my stop loss in profit. So I didn't really make much profit at all. I just, I just ate the trade. When I set my TP earlier, I set my stop loss as well. So I put my stop loss in profit down here. I just pulled out. I didn't really make profit at all. I kind of just broke out around break even. So if you guys want to pull out here, I mean, this might be your cue to pull out because of how price is currently moving, guys. It's already pushed like way past here. So if you guys pulled out earlier, you made profit. If you moved your stop loss in profit, like I mentioned, earlier as well, you would have gone stopped out with like little to no profit. If you held on to this, then I mean, price is starting to shoot up pretty heavily. So like I mentioned before, it's really up to you guys. It's up to your preference of how you guys want to hold the trade. If you guys felt comfortable about holding it, then you guys have to accept the risk that comes with it. So this thing is shot up like crazy. Let me check the news real quick to see what was going on with that. Let's see, I don't really see anything here that's really causing it. It went up about 50 points right here. Looking over at the, let's see. Okay, yeah, looking at this right here, the index is still right down the middle. It's not really pushing up that heavily. Looking over here at the futures data is currently it's still down in the red. It's kind of weird because the futures data is in the red, but the daily data over here is 60 points in the green. Looking over here at retail sentiment is currently 58% long. So it looks like a lot of people who were long earlier got kicked out of the trade, but this thing just shot up like super heavily. So just depending on how you guys wanted to hold on to it, I kept telling you guys, I was giving you guys hints, you should probably move your stop loss in profit or take out at TP1. So it's just really up to you guys. If you guys took the risk, I mean, you guys took the risk, it's fine. Eat the loss, move on to the next one. If you guys pulled out in profit, then that's good. For me personally, I moved my stop loss in profit over here. So I made a small profit. I didn't even make a profit, honestly, because the fees probably pushed me a little bit into negative with commissions and spread and stuff. But I did move mine to like right here, like just slightly, not very much, but like right below it, right over here. So this is exactly where I pulled out. So guys, I don't know if you guys had issues because it looks like some of you guys here took, let's see, it looks like some of you guys had some issues. So Alex over here said wanted to pull out early at TP1, but my MT4 lagged. So it looks like some people here got caught with their broker. For for some people, if you guys got caught with your broker, maybe you want to message your broker and see if they can fix that. Because I don't know, there was issues with not MT4, but with the market in general. Damn, this thing shot up like crazy right here. So we'll start looking for some scalps now at this point. Damn, this would have been a good scalp right here too. Using the pivot strategy. See this over here. Yeah, it looks like a lot of you guys had some issues. See, Sam said his broker with IG froze. Let's see. Yeah, Sam said 2 profit trades and did not close me out. Yeah, you guys should probably message your broker to see see this over here. Sipping slow. I already know who this is. Sipping slow here. This is D-Rez. David, you're back to trading again. I haven't seen it in a while, bro. Yeah, Riga said. Riga said literally went to the toilet and Riga said I literally went to the toilet 2 minutes to look at the Dow. Oh, for sure, right? Jay said, yeah, doing live chat right now. Yeah, I mean, if you guys have issues with your broker, then that would be yeah, I mean, it's all good, David. Whatever, bro. Oh man, everyone's gonna have a. Yeah, I know that the chat's going crazy right now. Sorry, I'm looking at the Telegram right now. Everyone, is that David? Yeah, exactly. That's why I trade live every day, bro. You don't trade live every day, bro. All right, whatever. It's all good. Let's see. Yeah, I know. Obviously, I know what David said over here too. Said that the broker, they don't have to honor your stop loss. They'll tell you that. No, exactly. That's why you know, your broker is not is probably. I mean, it depends, because if you're using IG, they'll probably honor your issue. So if you're using a regulated broker, they'll usually fix it. But if you're using something unregulated like Hugo's Way or Caught or something like that, then obviously, you know, they're not gonna respect your issue because they're unregulated for a reason. Let's see this. Here, I'm just checking the chats right now. Anyways, yeah, looking here at the 1 minute, this is what I was just talking about right here. This would be a good 1 minute scalp right here for this one. So like looking at this right here, you know, we would confirm the valid signal. So this is a valid buy signal, confirm that it's above the pivots, and then let it shoot up. Same with this right here at the bottom. This would be a valid sell. So I'm just showing you guys that this is one of the entries that could have been taken, but we took the breakout. So that's what happened there. Yeah, no, exactly, Dejan. Dejan said, sad missed that scalp. Let's see. Yeah, no, Jelon said it could be a trap. I mean, we'll see what happens on the next one over here. Let's, but I'm going to be looking for some scalps. So what I'm looking for now is I'm looking for a retracement to the downside, and then I'm looking for a swing back to the upside right here. So I'm doing the same thing over here as well. I'm looking for a swing to the downside and a swing back up right there. So that's basically what I'm looking for right here. And same with this. This is going to be a different strategy. This is going to be for the snipe right there. So looking for the snipe right there. Looking for the 3 minute right here. those are the three strategies that we're looking for this morning. We're looking for the same strategies that we've been using every day pretty much. The 3-minute pivot scalp, 1-minute pivot scalp, and the 10-minute over here. Let's see this over here. Wow. Yeah, no, so Jay, hey Jay, which broker are you using? So I just saw Jay's message. Jay said he's on the live chat right now. They said liquidity issues. So are you talking, are you using, I know some of you guys are using IG. Sam over here is using IG. I'm not sure what you're using, Jay, for yours. Yeah, because Sam's using an actual regulated broker. IG is regulated, so they might fix it. Before, when I was using TD, they would fix things. Forex.com also fixed things whenever there was issues with slippage or liquidity. But for the most part, I mean, it just depends on your broker. So you'd have to check with that there. Yeah, I'm looking at the YouTube chat right now. I mean, not the YouTube chat, the Telegram. If you guys are in there. All right, let me check the Zoom real quick. So I missed the Zoom over here. Let me see what everyone mentioned over here. Let's see. John said, I know there's news at 10:30, but when does it stop? I want to make sure I don't get my challenge messed up or nothing. So for the if you're trading during news, you should be fine if you're on your challenge, Dejan. But once you are funded, which eventually you're gonna get funded, you just can't trade. I think it's 5 minutes before and after news. So when news happens at 7:30, which is 7:30 my time, I know you're on the East Coast, I think, right? So when news happens at 7:30, you just can't trade. You can't enter or exit a trade at 7:25 to 7:35. Those are like the main times that you can't trade from. If I'm correct, I probably just hold it for like 10 minutes. So maybe like 7:20 to 7:40 to be safer. But if you're still on your challenge, it should be fine. It's just once you get funded, you can't be trading during news like that. And I'm not even sure if it's restricted. I'm pretty sure it probably is restricted. But if it isn't, then I mean, it just really depends on how long you want to hold it for. Or I would just stop. I just wouldn't trade from that time period. So I wouldn't trade from like 7:20 till like 7:40. Looking over here on the 1 minute, I'm just looking for the retracement. I'm gonna catch it, it swings back up. Yeah, so Jay over here said, yeah, my broker is reimbursing me my $200 due to liquidity issues. Yeah, no, exactly. Man, I guess David is wrong that time. Yeah, no, he said they're gonna refund you, but it looks like he just got reimbursed. Sam's probably gonna get reimbursed too. Yeah, see, so like, guys, just don't listen to whatever everyone says like online. Like if someone's telling you like how to do one thing or one or the other, actually have them like trade live for you. That's what I always recommend you guys. So like a lot of people here in the group are asking me about other people in the group who trade. Like Kip talked to me, Patricia talked to me, some other people talked to me. Everyone in K2, like everyone's a good trader in K2. It just depends on like if they're like really legit or not, right? Because you'll see a lot of people in the group who will post profits like every couple of days, but you don't know what they're doing every other day, right? So you'll see some people in the group, they'll post well, and I'm not going to name any specific names, but you'll see some people post profits like every couple of days, right? If they're not posting profits every day, they're not showing their consistency daily, then you really don't know like how good of a trader they are. If you guys really want to know how someone trades and you want to see how transparent they are, ask them to trade live like how I do every day. I'm not saying that I'm the best trader out there. I'm obviously not, but I trade live every single day. So you guys see all my analysis. You guys see all the trades that I take. You guys see the profits that I make. I show you everything from my analysis to the trade, to taking the trade, to my profits after. So if you guys ever want to vet someone to see if they're like a legitimate trader or not, have them trade for you live. If they're on Instagram posting that they trade every day, but you never see them trade, odds are they're probably not trading every day. They're just saying that, they're just trying to they're just trying to show off for whatever reason. But yeah, so just to clear it up, because a lot of guys have been asking me, do you think this guy's legit? Do you think this guy's legit, et cetera, et cetera. I have no opinion, right? I don't really care what anyone else is doing. I care what I'm doing, and what I'm doing works. So obviously, if you guys want to go and see how those people trade, ask them to trade live for you every morning, or not even every morning. Ask them to trade live for you at least once, for one session. See how they analyze the trade, see how they take the trade, see the actual profit after. Don't just have them analyze something, not take the trade, and then just like a day later, like, oh, did you see that it actually played out? Like, no, I want to see the profits that came with it. And that's just a way for you guys to vet people, because I'm not here to tell you whether someone's a good trader or not. I'm here to show you how I trade. So if you guys want to trade how I do, trade that. If not, and you guys want to learn from someone else, just make sure that they're legitimate. All right. So other than that, let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing here. So there's let's see. Maddie said there might be a 10-minute snipe entry. Let's see. I'm just going to mark up these zones right here. Oh man. Yeah, that's funny. I'm just talking to the admins over here. We're just having to talk about someone in the over here. Yeah, so Abraham said if the 10-minute were valid to be a discount. No, exactly. So looking at this right here, there'd be no entry because there's no rejection off the pivot and no rejection off the structure. There's a rejection off the structure right here, but no pivot rejection. So first requirement hasn't been met. Looking over here on the 3-minute, I'm still looking for that retracement. So I'm looking for the retracement down and the swing back up, but we don't have that yet. Same with the 1-minute over here, looking for the retracement down and a swing back up, but we just don't, we just don't have an entry available yet. So I have my alert set up. I'm going to be waiting for the trade. However, looking at the time right now, we do have news coming up in about 30 minutes. So we do have some time. Yeah, no, definitely. So Jay is over here with Osprey. So Osprey is, I wasn't really expecting Osprey to give him a refund either, because I don't think they're regulated. And yeah, Jay said they don't usually have liquidation problems, so they apologize. Yeah, no, exactly. So I mean, there's always going to be issues sometimes with the broker data and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, if you guys had issues, because I did see TradingView over here freeze. I also saw some spikes in price. So that's something that you guys might want to check with. I'm going to go check this as well. Let me see this real quick. All right, let's see. Yeah, Maddie said, never mind. Forgot about the pivots. My bad. No, exactly. It's all good. This now we're just looking for any possible scalps, but I don't see anything here on the 10-minute yet. We'll have to wait for it because the pivots are way down here. So it's got a long way to go. We got a lot of pivots down here, but they're so far from current price. Price is currently up here. Pivots are down about 500 pips. So it's going to be a way for it. It's going to be a while for it to come down. Looking over here at the 3-minute over here, same situation, right? We're just waiting for this to come down and to swing back up, but we're not going to have that for a while. It doesn't look like. So the closest thing we have is the 1-minute here. However, with the 1-minute, the risky thing with this is that it's just going sideways, right? So I'm just going to mark this up right here. And then you can see that price is just going sideways from this point. It's not really moving at all. Yeah, no, it's funny. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at the the admin chat. We're just talking about this. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, no, everyone's like, yeah, it's probably the troll that's been like sitting in every session every single day and just trolling like behind the scenes. I mean, it's all good. It doesn't really matter to me at all. We keep doing what we do, and the trolls keep doing what they're doing. But we're looking for this to possibly go one direction. Right now, it's just going sideways. So if it breaks above, then this is even better because it's going to break out of this range. But right now, currently, price is just ranging within this area right here from this high point and this low point right here. I think it already broke past the, let's see where the sessions are. Yeah, so broke past the London high and Asia high. Actually broke through all the highs. I don't know where the US high is actually pretty high though. So let me go to the US over here. Where is the US high? Trying to see where the US high is. Turn this off. It might be same as London. Actually, there's no high here. Oh, because the session's currently running. So the session's currently running for US, for New York. So there's no New York high right now currently. Let me just turn this on. If I see anything here. Actually, it's way up here. Okay, so this was the New York high from yesterday. It's way up here. It's got a long way to go. It's got about 3,200 pips to go up here from this. Hey, Deswell, morning. Haven't seen you in a while, bro. You've been working? Seems like you've probably been out there flying. Let's see, nice. Kenny made about 26 bucks this morning. Oh, that's good, Kenny. I mean, profit's profit, right? So from that breakout earlier, yeah, depending on when you guys exited, some people exited at TP1, Maddie exited at TP1, some people exited at break even like myself, and some people held on to it. So it just really depends on like who held on to it, who exited. But I was trying to give you guys as much warning as possible from the one earlier. Oh man, it's funny. Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm looking over here at the at the at the admin chat. It's just funny. Like, yeah, no, he should probably take Shawn Johnson's offer and pay with Bitcoin. Yeah, no, exactly. So like, I'm just talking to the couple guys over here, and let me see this. Yeah, no, Deswell said, yeah, I just got a new jet with K² Proprietary. We'll post pics soon. Getting delivery October 1st. Oh, nice, Deswell. It's great, bro. I mean, I still gotta come visit you over there, bro, so you can come fly for us when we come visit you over there. Where are you located again, Deswell? I know you're located like somewhere in the ocean, right? Let me see this real quick. All right, just looking over here. So let me pull up the chat over here. So here's the people who took the trade earlier with the breakout. So like Jamie over here took the trade with the breakout. She made about 1,000. She took the sell for US 30. She pulled out at TP1 where I mentioned, you know, she didn't feel comfortable, so she pulled out. She made 1,000 for the day. So she's up at 992. Intraday over here is up 21,000 for the day. He took a buy as well. Alex over here took the sell. He made a small profit. He took out at break even, just like me. He just moved his stop loss in profit. Casey over here took the sell as well. At TP1, he pulled out because he didn't feel comfortable, made about 945. Scott over here too. Scott took 4 trades right here off that breakout. So he just took the breakout, just kept popping back in. He made a total of 1,791. So you can see his entry times right here. He entered at 1632, which is market open. This is when the breakout happened. He took that there, made some profit, took it again, made some profit, took it again, made some profit. So within this short span of period, it's about like 10 minutes or less actually. He locked in a total of 1,791. So great work amongst everyone here for whoever caught those trades. You know, like I mentioned, it's really up to you guys, right? If you guys want to take the risk, you guys can take the risk. If you guys feel uncomfortable about position, then you can pull out. It's just really up to you. You know, everyone's your own trader. I'm not here to tell you guys exactly what to do and what not to do, because then if I tell you to do one thing and you get mad because something else happens, then you're going to be mad at me, right? So I'm giving you guys options. Here's Porter over here as well. Porter took the sells in the beginning. He made profit off that, and he swung right to the buy, and then he took a total profit of 628. So nice work right there, Porter. If you guys know what you're doing, you can do stuff like this. You can take the sell that we took for the breakout, make your profit off it, and then swing it back to the upside and make profit on the other way as well. So definitely great work right there too, Porter. Going over here, Rick locked in a total of 935. And this is what I'm saying, guys. Like, you guys will see a lot of clowns on like online who are always like talking about being like amazing traders, but can they do that for other people, right? I'm doing this every day. I'm showing you guys trades. I'm showing you guys how to trade. I'm teaching you guys exactly what to do. And look at all these profits, right? You have all of these trolls that come online and say that they can teach you how to trade, but let them teach you how to trade then, right? You don't see them posting everyone's profits every single day. And I just want to make that clear, because a lot of people always ask me these questions about other people, and it just gets annoying sometimes, right? I don't care what other people are doing. I care what we're doing here at K2. I don't care about price action. I don't care about purge gang or whatever stupid name is that, purge gang. Like, bro, I don't care. You could do your purge thing or whatever. You could go do your price action. We're doing K2 over here, and obviously it works. So I just don't understand how people will come into the group, troll everyone, tell everyone that they know that what they're doing is better, but we're obviously doing better than them. So I really don't care, guys. And then you know, and those same people here who are coming to troll, the same people that just come in the video and dislike the YouTube, like they waste their time to come into our live stream every single day just to dislike, because that's how much hate they have for K2, because they see us winning every single day, and they get so upset, bro. Like, I'd be upset too if I was losing all the time and I see these people winning. I'd be upset too. Like, I don't blame them, but it is what it is. So Cheryl over here locked in 1,335. Rick locked in 935. Let's see, Narith over here locked in a total of 4,314. Nice work, Narith. Justin guy over here. See, like, these are all different people right here, guys, who took the same trade that we took this morning. They followed my advice when I told people to pull out, and they made profit, right? It is what it is. You know, profits speak for themselves. It's not, I'm not here saying that I'm better than anyone, but people over here have to come in and say they're better than K2, but I don't really care. Anyways, intraday over here with 21,000 this morning. Looking over here at Brandy, let's see what Brandy locked in. Brandy, let's see, she took a screenshot. She locked in 3,613. Nice work, Brandy. Patricia over here too. So Patricia locked in a total of 2,683. Nice work, Patricia. Lamar over here locked in a total of 2,157. Great work, Lamar. Fidel over here locked in 1,171. Great work, Fidel. And Larkin locked in a total of 1,232. You know, the list goes on. Keep going. Tori over here locked in a total of 1,028. Great work, Tori. And I think that's it for, let's see, Abraham over here. Looks like Abraham made some profit. He pulled out a little early on the other one. He closed out for a small loss, made a total of $84 for the day. Nice work, Abraham. Let's see, Ellis over here. Guys, if anyone like messages you like any of these scam things, just, you know, keep in mind that they're probably scamming you. So just keep that in mind. Kenny over here as well. Kenny locked in a total of 26. Nice work, Kenny. Patricia over here locked in a total of 2,683. Great work, Patricia. And I think that's it just for right now. Maddie as well. Maddie locked in a total of 1,711. Great work, Maddie. So definitely great work amongst everyone here. For the most part, if you guys have more profits to send over, go ahead and send them over. I'm just looking at the 3-minute and 1 minute for possible trades. There's still no trades available. We do have this retracement right here. So this is exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for this to possibly swing right back up from here. Same with the 1 minute over here. You can see price finally shifting below the range. So you guys can see this range that I drew earlier, right? We had this range from here, the high and the low, and then now it broke right below it. So what might happen here is this might swing right back up from here, but we'll see what happens from there. I'm just glad to see that it's finally having some sort of direction. It broke out of this range, and then now it could finally either come down or come up. It doesn't matter. If it goes down, we'll take sells. If it goes up, we'll take buys. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it's actually, you know, moving now. So other than that, let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing over here. Yeah, exactly. Now, see, I'm just reading the messages here in the Zoom. All right, yeah. So Slorm said there's a 3-minute retracement. That's exactly what we're looking at right now. So Slorm, that's what we're looking at right here. We do see this retracement to the downside, trying to catch it as it swings right back up. Let me see what else I missed over here real quick. All right. Let me see what else I'm missing over here. That's weird. Sorry, I'm looking at my messages right now. Let's see. Charlie said it stopped out 4% of London on IG on longs. Okay, let me check that real quick. Yeah, so the number kind of dropped right now. It was like at about 60%. Now it's at 57. So it looks like it swung out a lot of people who were on the long side. So like when you see a drop like this, the reason for it drop, the numbers here changing is that this is indicating how many people are long in the market. So 57% of traders or retail traders are long. Then obviously when it goes lesser, so it went from 60 to 57, when it goes from long to short, that means that a lot of people are either getting stopped out or they're just pulling out of the trade. So Charlie over here just mentioned that it just stopped out 4% of London of longs on IG, because you can see this big drop right here, right? Whoever chased this move right here, because this is what usually happens. You'll see people chase the trade, like you'll see price go up right here. And what happens is people will hop into the buy, right? If you hop into the buy right there, price will swing back and then it'll just stop you out. Right, that's usually what happens if people are chasing it. Don't really take it with any analysis there. So with that said, right there, that's why the numbers over here have been changing from long to now short, and then now it's even dropping even more. Now it's 56% long because people just keep getting stopped out. Right, that's when price is swinging down here. It just keeps dropping lower and lower and lower. If this becomes a case where price stays below here, it's completely fine because then our bias is going to shift from long to now short. So we're just going to look for this to swing back up and then have it continue drop back down even further. Because the second confirmation here, so for requirement number 2, you want to confirm prices below the K2 pivots 3 and 4 for a sell or above for a buy. So prices below, we're looking for a sell. Prices above, we're looking for a buy, right? So looking at this right here, prices now below, our bias changes from a buy to now a sell. So we're going to we're just going to wait. I mean, price is it's pretty erratic right now. It's kind of just going back and forth at this point. Let's see, market opened right here at 6:30. Yeah, market actually opened right over here. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to mark this up so that we can see where market actually opened. And then we can see if price is coming back to where it started. All right. So I'm just going to turn this off temporarily. And this red line right here is going to indicate where the where price started from this open. So obviously you can see price came down, then it whipsawed back to the top side, and then now it's coming right back down right here. So, and we do have news coming up in about 15 minutes. So I might have to hold off on taking any trades from now until then. I don't want to risk my account taking a trade during that time period. So I'm probably going to hold off until like 7:40. If you guys have questions, go ahead and put your questions in the chat and I can answer them for you guys. Otherwise, from now until, well, if we see anything from now until then, I might take it, but I don't think we're going to see anything because we need to have a retracement signal. So what we need right here is we need a green buy signal. It can be invalid just for a retracement. and then we catch it as it comes back down, right? It's just a game of patience here. There's really no need for us to look one way or the other. We just got to wait for this here. DeJohn's asking, I just recently saw the high-low indicator. What is it used for? So the high-low indicator, this is used for indicating, well, it's going to plot the previous session high-lows on the chart for you. So like looking at this right here, this red line is going to be the London high. The purple line is going to be the Asia low or Asia high. So the purple lines are basically the Asia high low. Red lines are the London high lows, and the green lines are the New York high lows. You can see that this is where price reached its highest point during London session, which is basically midnight to 6:30 my time. I don't know what time is it for you, Shawn, but I know it's 3 hours ahead. So basically during London session, this is the highest price got during London session. And this is the lowest that it got during London session. So this just indicates where price is likely to possibly bounce off, right? Because, you know, wherever the higher the lows are from the previous session, those are usually going to be key points or key price points as to where price might likely reject. So you see a lot of wicks trigger off these points right here, right? So price rejects off the London high, comes down, rejects off the London low, comes right back up, rejects off the New York or the Asia low. So these only shift every day. It's just a daily high lows. And that's what it's, I mean, it's basically just used to identify where price is likely to possibly reject from. So like say, for example, if I'm taking a sell here, I'm not going to take a sell that's getting close to the New York high or the New York low, because that might be an area where price is going to bounce off. So it's just used for an extra confirmation, but it isn't, you know, it isn't 100% necessary. Oh, no, definitely, Journey. So Journey said, I'm not a member, but from my objective observations, you guys do a fantastic job. Ignore the haters because they'll always hate. No, exactly, 100%, Journey, and thanks for that too. You know, I just need to remind everyone here, because a lot of people here get discouraged sometimes when like, because you know, we had this member in K2 before, and you know, this is like the whole backstory. Like, we had this member in K2 before who just acted like he just knew everything, right? Nobody liked his attitude, and he was always being a smartass. So like what happened was he left K2 and like nobody really wanted him around. And what happened was he was always hating on people, right? Like people here are doing FTMOs, and in the beginning when he was still around, and people are doing FTMOs and people are still in their challenge phases, right? People were not like that great of a trader just yet. And he would just hate on people. You know, he would tell people, oh, you're just doing your challenges, that doesn't mean anything, and stuff like that. Now people are funded, and then this guy's out here, you know, it's just it's just, oh fuck, we just missed this trade right here. So sorry guys, I missed the trade right here for a buy. Looks like Maddie, he caught it. If you're here in the Zoom, you guys can see right here, Maddie said full TP off the 1 minute buy. So I didn't take the trade there, but yeah, I just hit TP, it looks like. Yeah, that was really quick, Maddie. Yeah, I didn't take it. I didn't take it. Well, yeah, Maddie didn't take it either. Maddie said, I didn't take it. I was just watching. Yeah, but if you guys did take the trade right there, this is another entry using the same strategy. So for the first requirement, you want to confirm a valid K2 momentum signal. Right here, we have a valid buy signal. Second, you want to confirm price is below the K2 pivots for a sell or above for a buy. Right here, price is above the K2 pivots. So with that said, this would have been a valid buy entry right there. For the 1 minute scalp. So I didn't catch that trade. Maddie was watching it too, but I didn't take it. Looks like a lot of other people didn't take it either. But yeah, I mean, just, you know, just going back to what I was saying before, guys, like, you know, there's always going to be people who are going to be hating no matter what. So, you know, don't bother with any of these people. I mean, the same people who are hating are the same people that aren't getting anywhere. So it doesn't really matter. Those aren't the people you want to associate yourself with. All right. So yeah, looking at this right here, no entry available. I mean, this was the only one that was available here. I missed it. I didn't take it. Let's see. Salarm said, does that make the 3 minute valid? So I don't see anything here for the 3 minute Salarm. This red one right here was invalid because it is above the pivots, right? Because, you know, going back to the second requirement, price needs to be below for a sell. With the sell signal right here, price was above the pivot, so it would be invalid. However, this buy right here would have been valid because we had a valid K2 momentum signal for a buy right here. We also have price above the pivots right here as well. You know, you would enter this right here, and that would be a full TP. So no entry here yet on the 3 minute, but if we were to get one, we need a buy signal that is above the pivots right here. But one thing that I would be careful about is the Asia high right here. So it's kind of similar to just what Randy said up there. Randy said it was too close to Asia high, which is right there. And that's exactly why I wouldn't have taken it either, Randy. So very smart move on your end by identifying that, because this is just what I was talking to Dijon about, right? These lines right here are going to indicate possible rejection points, because this is the highest that the Asia session went yesterday. And, you know, odds are it's probably going to bounce right off it, just like it did right here. So great catch right there, Randy. And I'm glad to see a lot of you guys catch these things, right? My main goal here is to teach you guys how to actually, you know, read the charts like how I do and be able to take these trades here. Rav said that there's a 1 minute coming, which is correct, Rav. There is a 1 minute coming. However, just like I mentioned earlier, this is the New York low right here. So this might be a little too risky. So I might not take it if it gets too close to this point. Like, for example, if I want to take this trade here, I need it to be within this point, you know, within this area right here, because the last thing I want to do is enter a sell and then it bounces off this point here. So I probably wouldn't take it, because you can see right here now price is now in another range, right? So if you guys remember earlier, I drew this range up here. So this was the previous range, right? Price is just going sideways right here. And then now we have another range that is now below here. And these are like areas where you don't really want to trade, because there's really no direction set at this point, right? There's just no direction set here. Price is now basically ranging again right here on this lower end. And like Maddie just said, it's too close to the New York high. So I wouldn't take that trade right there, Rav. I think I deleted the wrong thing. There we go. Delete this. Yeah, Rav. So I wouldn't have taken that sell right there, because it's so close to the New York high or New York low right here. And also, so thanks, Fahad, too. So Fahad right here also mentioned that restricted news in 6 minutes too. So just keep in mind, trades are restricted right now. It's 6:25, so it's 5 minutes before 6:30. If you guys are funded, I wouldn't trade. Oh, it's 2 minutes. Okay, so Fahad, thanks for confirming that, because I remember before it used to be 10 minutes and they changed it to 5, and now it is it's 2 minutes before. So definitely thanks for confirming that, Fahad, because I had no idea what the number was at this point. So this is why these are important, the high-low indicators, and this is why I created them, because they indicate very strong rejection points right here. So Dijon, I don't know if you heard what I just mentioned about all this stuff right here, but this definitely gives you know a little breakdown as to like how these are used and why they're used. See this over here. Nice. So Alex actually took the trade right there. He entered off the retracement. He made a total of 691 off that trade. Great work, Alex. Tori over here too. So let's see. I get that sometimes. So guys, this is what we were talking about earlier with the connection issues with the broker. When it just says, please wait like that, right? When something like that is happening, that just means that if you know your broker's having connection issues, which happens every once in a while. It doesn't happen too often, but it does happen every once in a while. Patricia over here locked in a total of 2,958. Great work, Patricia. Nice work there. Tori over here as well. Tori locked in a total of 1,187. Great work, Tori. All right, other than that, let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing over here. Can you check out my gold setup? I don't know where your gold setup is. Dawson, I don't know if that's like that was a scam post or something. Let's see. right, cool. Yeah, no, exactly. Abrahams, I'm glad to have these highs indicators, filters out the trades to stay safer. No, exactly. You know, these indicators help a lot with identifying where the swing highs and lows are, and you know where the previous session high lows are too. So a lot of people hate on indicators, but they only hate on it because they don't know how to use them, right? That's really what it is. Because a lot of people don't realize that you are the indicator, right? Like for me, I created all these indicators. So these are what I look for. Like I can look at the chart without the indicators, and it basically I can do the work, but it's going to be a lot of work. It's not very efficient to trade that way. The reason why I created these indicators is to make trading more efficient, because you become the indicator, right? If you're looking for something specific, like say for example, if you're looking for, like I was just saying before, like if you're looking for the previous high lows, you'd have to go back and you just have to draw it up yourself, right? So if you wanted to see where the London high lows are, you would just have to go from for midnight, which should be like right here, and then you just go and draw your own London high lows, right? But who wants to go do that? That's a lot of work to go and have to draw like pretty much all this stuff on your own, right? If you wanted to go draw this stuff on your own, that's so much work. Instead, I created the high low indicator to just do it for me, right? And that's why these indicators are useful. So I mean, the people that generally don't like indicators are people that don't know how to use them, which is completely fine, right? We're going to keep doing what we're doing because it works, obviously, and they're beneficial to us. It doesn't make you any lazier of a trader. It just helps you identify what you're not able to see. Other than that, let's see if there's anything else here. Kenny said, "Hey guys, I'm done for the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning." Yeah, no, definitely. See you tomorrow, Kenny. Glad to see you locked in some profit today. Hey, Sue said, I don't think I have access to the high low. So Jesus, message me on Telegram or email me your username, and then I can update your account info. Because I sent out a message before to have people message me, because if your username isn't in the system, it's not going to grant the access. But I can just update it for you if that's the case. You just have to make sure that you have like everything else that's on there as well. Yeah, just send me a message, Jesus, and I can help you with that. So it's 7:30 right now. News is about to be released for crude oil inventories. Let's see. Yeah, crude oil inventories right here at 7:30. We'll see if there's any other trades that are available right now. I mean, if there's nothing that comes available within the next 10 or 20 minutes, then we're probably just going to call it a day. I usually stop trading at 8 o'clock anyway, so it's getting close to my time to sign off. So if you guys do have questions, go ahead and put your questions in the chat, and then I can I can answer whatever questions you guys have. I'm here to help you guys out, but I can't really help people out unless you guys ask the question. So I'm here to answer whatever questions you guys have. Just go ahead and drop the questions in the chat, and then I can help you out with that. Otherwise, let me see if there's anything here. I think Shawn, I'll put a poll in the group. I think Shawn wanted it for next Tuesday. So if you guys are available for next Tuesday, I'll put a poll in the group if you guys want to have that. And then we can set up the group mentoring session. But if you guys have questions right now, I can help you with that as well. Okay, cool. So I'm just looking at the chat right now. Sisu said, yeah, so Sisu confirmed with FTMO that they're not, that this news isn't restricted for US 30. I mean, I'm still not going to trade it myself, but it's good to know that it's not restricted. So just in case you accidentally take a trade on your funded account, you're not going to blow it. Ellis is asking, can you explain how to set lot size? So Ellis, what's your account size? And what are you trading? So if you can give me those two things, I can, so here, give me three things. Give me your account size, give me your max daily loss if you're on FTMO, and give me the asset that you're trading. Because it's all going to depend. So it depends on your broker, it depends on your asset, because every asset is measured differently. I mean, for the most part, you should be risking 1 to 3%. Probably like 1 to 2% Yeah, this thing came super fast. So I missed this again right here. I was over here looking at this right now. So Maddie said, there's another 1 minute here that came up and I totally missed it myself. Sorry, guys. I was answering some questions there. I wasn't going to take the trade anyways because of the news. But if you guys did take that, there's another scalp right there that would have hit super fast. This is why you guys got to be paying attention. But I wouldn't have taken the trade anyways, even if it was there. Maddie said there's a 3 minute pending right here as well. So there's one right there that's currently pending. We got about 2 minutes and 51 seconds left on this candle. Once it closes, we can possibly take it, but we got to wait for that. Ellis said 1,000 on Forex. So Ellis, you should be risking about, if you're only trading Forex, you should probably risk about 3% per trade, 3% or less. So your lot size is going to depend on, which specific pair you decide to trade, because each pair is valued differently. If you're trading a major pair like odd USD, your USD, GBP USD, those are going to be valued differently from like GJ, UJ, USD CHF, stuff like that. Things are going to be different. Let me see if I can get you the link over here. There's a calculator that you can use. I'm not sure if I think you're using forex.com, right? Because you sent me a screenshot. Yeah. So Ellis, if you're using forex.com, there is a tool there where it'll show you how much you can risk. So I'm not sure if you've used it before. Let me see if I can pull up our chat here. Let's see. Ellis. I'm gonna try to pull up our chat here. Patricia said, hopping off, guys. Happy with profit. Don't want to get the itch to trade more and make stupid mistakes. No, exactly. If you guys don't have to trade, I would just call it a day. I'm probably going to call it a day soon too. I'm just going to finish answering these questions and then I'm going to be done for the day. Made a decent profit with, well, I mean, not even really much. It was just a break even from that breakout. But I mean, for the most part, I'm probably just going to call it a day as well. So let me see our chat from earlier. And I swear that we just talked right now too, Ellis. Let me see. Oh, it got deleted. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So trying to see the screenshot. So this right here, I could probably just pull up another pair over here, see if I can find it. Okay, so let me just go over here real quick. So what kind of pair, like give me like a pair that you want to trade, Ellis, and I can just show you exactly how to do it. Because this is already since you're using forex.com, it's already built into TradingView, so it's actually a lot easier to just do it on here directly. So say, okay, UJ, perfectly. So UJ right here, say if you want to take this for a sell, right? You're just going to enter a sell position right here. And then depending on what TP stop loss you have, I'm just using this for an example. This isn't going to be your actual TP stop loss, but say for example, if you want to have a TP of 50 and 50 stop loss, right? A 1-to-1 risk to reward. Right here for your risk, you're just going to put in your risk. So you put 3%, which is a 3% risk, and then it'll automatically calculate your lot size right there, which is going to be a 0.11 off this. This is 11,000 units. A lot size will just be, well, this is like, the actual units, but then a lot size will just be, a one lot is going to be 100,000. A mini lot is going to be 10,000, and a micro lot is going to be 1,000. So this is going to be a 0.11. So this is how you would calculate your risk if you're trading directly on TradingView. And this is why I like TradingView, because you can just do everything here pretty simplified, right? If your stop loss, so say for example, your stop loss is 100, your thing's going to change. So right here, it's 11,000 units. If your stop loss changes to 1,000 or 100, it's going to change to now 0.05. So everything here is like pretty much automatically calculated. So this is exactly how you want to use it. If you're trading directly off of TradingView, it's going to be different if you're using like MT4, you have to do everything manually. And if you're using FTMO, you have to do those things manually too. But if you're doing things directly off TradingView, this is going to be your best friend right here. It's going to be doing everything for you. So if you want to do a 1% risk, just put 1% risk there. It'll go to, you know, a 0.03 lot size. This is 3,000 units. Vice versa, if you want to do a 3% risk, it'll increase 3%, 5%, 10%, etc. And that's how you would set your lot sizing there. It's a little different when you're on TradingView and Forex.com because they use units, but it's the same thing. Like what you're going to do is you're just going to basically forget about this back part right here and just put a 0.37 right there. That's going to be the lot size for Forex.com. So here, I'm just going to put it right here real quick for you. So this is going to be lot size unit conversion. So equals units. And all this stuff's covered in the course too. So I'm not sure if you saw the stuff in the course, Ellis, but all this stuff is covered in the course. So if you want to go back and rewatch it and you want to have like a more detailed explanation, it's going to be explained on there. So here's the breakdown for that right there. And it's not really that difficult at all. I mean, if you're using TradingView, it's super simple. You just put this down right there, 3% risk. You probably shouldn't use anything above a 3% risk because you know, that's going to be kind of over leveraging. 5% is okay. I usually risk about 5% because I'm very confident about my trades, but it just depends on you know, how much you plan on using it. Because so for example here, the reason why I use a 3% is because if you have a 100% account, right, you divide that by 3, you can lose 33.3 back-to-back losses, which is probably not going to happen because you don't lose very often. But you can lose 33.3 back-to-back losses before you blow your account, which is probably going to be literally impossible because we don't even have that many losses. And you know, saying back-to-back, that's like a lot of losses to lose back-to-back. So this is how you would be able to do it. But all right, so I think that's it for here. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing. We're here at 7:40 right now. So I'm going to check the chat again for any other questions. If there's any more other questions, guys, just go ahead and put your questions in the chat. It looks like a lot of you guys are starting to call it a day for the most part, but I'm going to go and answer whatever questions are here, and then we'll just finish off this session here. All right. Charlie said, hey, what's the point difference from your TradingView and MT4? So I think it's like 20 points right now, Charlie. It's pretty big. Yeah, so my TradingView right now is 34,649. Here, I'm just going to put it right here real quick. So this is going to be TradingView price 34,644. And then this is going to be 34,624. Yeah, so it's off by 20 points. That's a price right there. So yeah, 34,644 minus 34,624. It's off by 20 points right now, which is a lot. It's a big difference. Normally it's only off by like 20 pips, not 20 points, but it's off by like 200 pips right now. So I wouldn't use a TP stop loss. If you guys enter trades, just enter and exit manually. So you guys just have to be on top of your toes. Or what you can do is you can enter the trade on FTMO and then just add the price to it. You know, you add, subtract how many pips from your current price. So it's actually off by a lot right now, which is really weird. I'm gonna have to message FTMO later and see what's going on with them. Because this has happened before. This has happened like maybe once or twice a year. It happens every once in a while when volatility is kind of crazy. But it does usually smoothen out and go back to normal over time. Damn, man, this thing keeps hitting, bro. Like I keep missing these 1 minute scalps. So there's one scalp here that hit, another one where I wouldn't have taken that one, another one right here that hit, and then another one right here. Charlie said, damn, it just hit that 1 minute scalp. So right here off this 1 minute, it's the same thing that we were just talking about earlier. We're looking for a valid K2 momentum signal, right? There's a valid sell signal right there. We want to confirm prices below the K2 pivots for a sell. It's below the pivots. and then we want to enter on the open of the falling candle. So right here, we would have entered the trade and it would have hit full TP again right there, straight TP. So there's a couple trades here that we missed that could have been pretty decent. But I mean, it's all good. I don't really like the way that the market's moving today because it's moving very sideways. You can see price shoots up right here. So there's a bullish move to the upside, consolidation. Drop right here, consolidation. That's pretty much all that that we see right here for the most part. Other than that, I just don't really see anything else here today and right now. So let me see if there's anything else here. I think that's it. Yeah, Maddie too. Maddie just said, damn, there was a 1 minute sell full TP, just missed it. Yeah, so a lot of people here, I mean, there's a lot of people who are catching it. Like Charlie caught it. Maddie saw it too. I didn't see it because I didn't look at it till after. Dejan caught it too. So Dejan said I hopped out before TP. Main said, what about the New York low for the reason you didn't take the last signal? So the reason I wouldn't have taken this one right here is because price would have been, see where price, it wouldn't hit your TP before it hit the New York low, right? So right here, I wouldn't have taken that. This entry right here is fine because the New York low is like way down here. So this is exactly why we wouldn't have taken right here, man. Because the thing with this is we would have hit our TP before it hit the New York low. This one over here, it would hit the New York low before it would have hit the TP. And that's why it reversed right from there. So that's the reason why I wouldn't have taken that one. And same with this one over here. So this right here, I wouldn't have taken this because see where the TP is at. So let me just go back. I'll replay it. So if you wanted to take this trade right here, it would have hit the Asia high before it would have hit the TP, right? So I would have skipped this one completely, even though it hit TP right there, right? I would have skipped that one because it's just too risky. Same with this one over here for this sell. For this sell right here, I would have skipped this sell because it would have hit the New York low before it hit the TP, right? So I would have skipped this one, even though it would have hit, and I would have skipped this one as well. However, looking at this one over here, the buy over here, go to this buy over here. Okay, so this buy again right here, look, I'm going to map this right here, main. So see how this right here, the TP is before the Asia high. It can hit the TP before it reaches the Asia high. So if you took that trade right there, full TP, right? So full TP before it comes right back down. So that's the reason why I wouldn't have taken this and I wouldn't have taken this, but this would have been slightly okay. And same with this one over here. This one over here would have been okay, or not that one, the next one. Not that one either, the next one. Okay, so this one right here would have been okay because it would have hit your TP before it would have hit the New York low. So does that make sense to you? And I just want to make sure that you get it. The reason why I wouldn't have taken it is because it would have hit. The main thing that we're looking for is we're looking for bounces off these points, right? We don't want to trade where price is going to come and bounce off this point right here. Came up and bounced off that point, came down and bounced off this point too. If there's like space in between, like there's enough for us to hit our TP, then yeah, I'll take the trade. Same with this right here. If there's enough space, yeah, I'll take the trade. But if there's not enough space, I'm not going to take the trade. So I just want to make sure that you're actually getting that. So it makes sense. Charlie said possible 1 minute retracement. Yeah, it looks like it's like pending, right? Or it was pending on this last one right here. Gotcha. All right, cool. So main got it. Let me see if there's any other questions here. Let's see. All right, one more question here from David. So David said, Shawn, quick question. When I take a momentum signal or pivot equal valid, many times I don't get that quick TP and it lingers. I even look at the 3 minute, 10 minutes to avoid SR. Then sometimes avoiding signals that have SR, price just blows right through the lines, scratching my head. So I wouldn't use the SRs for that, David. These lines right here aren't the SRs. We use, these are the high lows. So I think that might be where the confusion might be. Also, you're saying that you don't get the quick TP and it lingers. What time are you taking the trades, David? Because the thing is, if you're not taking the trades during New York session, I'm assuming you're taking it during London's or Asia session, right? So you're taking it at night. If you're taking trades at Asia session, that's when the market's the slowest. So if you're taking trades during that time, that's not unusual for it to be very slow because that's the slowest time to trade. So a couple questions for you are, when are you trading? And are you using the high lows? Because we don't use the SRs for any of these right here. The only time I use the SRs for the 10-minute snipe because that's one of the requirements. But for the 3-minute and 1-minute over here, we don't use the SRs at all. We just use the high lows to identify where the rejection points are. So if if you want to confirm that, I can probably answer your question a little better. I just need to have a little more details to your question there. Let's see. So main said that goes for fails this AM in London. Oh, what time is the what time was the trade that you took, David? Because London is I mean, it's a hit or miss because the thing is, if you're trading a US asset during London, it's probably not going to be as fast as trading a London asset. So if you want to trade during London session, you might want to trade like the DAX, which is the DAX 30, the German 30. That's going to be the equivalent to US 30. That's going to actually move. So you might want to trade the DAX, you might want to trade the UK 100. Those are the two main ones for the UK. So let me see if I could probably find. Do you have like a specific trade that you took, and I can probably look at it to see what you're referring to? Because I'm looking here during London session. So this is midnight my time. This is when London opened. Looking at all of the London trades over here, it looks like they actually hit TP. So this one right here, this would have hit TP for a sell. This would have hit TP here for a buy, it looks like. Yeah, so all the trades here during London look like they actually hit. They all won. So this right here won. This one right here, it looks like it won as well. So they looks like they're all winners. They all kind of hit within a few minutes. So this one right here won. This one right here won. This one right here won as well. So everything during London session over here looks like they all actually hit TP. I mean, they took a little longer than usual, but they still took only a few minutes. So like, for example, right here, this only took about 7 minutes for it to hit TP. This one over here looks like it took a little longer. It took about 15 minutes to hit TP. This one right here as well. This one took about 12 minutes to hit TP. And I think this one right here hit TP as well. Yeah, I mean, they all look like they all hit TP here. David, I'm not sure which one did you take here. I'm just trying to clear up, any confusion here so I can help you. But I'm trying to see if there's, let me check real quick. Which buyer are you talking about, Abraham? 3 minutes. So we do have the 3 minute that's pending over here. We also have the 1 minute over here that's pending as well. I mean, yeah, if it closes above it, it would be valid. But it didn't close yet, so no signal there. Let me go over here real quick and see if I missed anything else. Yeah, no problem, David. Yeah, so what I would recommend, David, is just mark down the times for your trades. And then for our mentoring session on Tuesday, we can go over your trades. We can just go over them one by one and then see exactly, what you could have done differently, what could have been looked at differently, what kind of analysis could have been used to increase your win rate. But for the most part, it looks like I was looking at the trades here for London and they all actually hit. So I'm trying to figure out like which one did you take, which didn't work, but they all look like they worked perfectly fine. Aside from maybe this one over here, but we have to check if there was news during that time as well. One thing to keep in mind is to, be aware of news. Okay, so that's it for that one right there. Let me scroll down real quick and see what else am I missing. So, okay, one more question from Maine. So Maine said also for the London session, the pivotal is to 3 a.m. Eastern. Is it the first signal that's being taken or the breakout? So I don't trade the breakout for London session, Maine. So I can't really tell you exactly what it is. What I would recommend for you is if you want to go do that yourself, like if you want to try it, I would just back test it. It shouldn't take too long. Just go back to each day and just go to see like when it works. Because the problem with you trading the breakout during London session is that there's no fundamentals around, right? Like this right here that we use, this isn't available during London session, so you can't use this as a confirmation. I mean, you can take the trade, but it's probably going to be a bit risky for you because there's no strategy that I've developed for London session. If you want to go back test it, you can just go back to midnight, which is going to be my time. So it's 3 a.m. Eastern. I would just go over here to here. Let me see all. And this is something that anyone else can do too. So if you guys want to go and just back test it yourself, there's a ton of ways to back test things. So if you want to go back to midnight right here, you just look at what we're looking for, right? So you're looking for, at this point, you're looking for the first strong signal with momentum, right? So like, for example, here, if you're looking for a buy here, then you're looking for a strong green candle, right? Because the most recent signal here is going to be a buy signal. So you're looking for a buy signal. There's no strong green candle here. So next up, you're looking for a sell because you get a sell signal here. And you're looking for a strong red candle below the pivots, right? So right here, there is a strong red candle below the pivots. I don't know if you take this because this is kind of late into the session. And I don't know what your range would be, right? Because the market doesn't move as fast as it does for US. So this is something that you might have to go back test to see what works best. You might not even want to trade US 30, maybe trade the DAX, something that's actually moving rather quickly. Because for us, we're using 500 pips, right? But that might be too much of a move for a session that's not meant for US 30. So maybe you want to use something like maybe 30 pips or maybe even 20 pips or 200 pips. I'm not really sure. This is something that you would have to go back test and figure out, what are the best numbers, what times work best. And this is going to help you become a better trader because you're going to actually look for trades. Like you're not just looking for specific rules that I set up for you. You're going to be looking for specific things that you want to look for. So if you want to do that, I mean, you can. Let me check out the DAX real quick. Because I've seen some people do with the DAX in the group. I don't know if you want to ask anyone. I never trade London session, so I can't really help you with it. I wish I could, but I'm not awake during London session, so I can't really help you with it. With the backtest, it's not really really feasible for me to be trading that session because it's so late for me. So like, for example, here, if you want to do this, just go back to like midnight when London opens and then do the same thing, right? So you're looking for a buy signal here, something with a strong green candle. So right here, you have a buy signal. It's a big wick here, so you avoid this trade. A big wick right here, you avoid this trade too. 5 minutes passes, no entry. So you're probably no entry here. What you can do is go back to the next day. So this is September 15th. Go back to September 14th and just back test it, right? Just go back to the 15th, 14th over here. And then you do the same thing. So again, right here at midnight, you just mark up when market opens. So again, right here, you have a strong green candle. It has a small wick on the top side. So I'm just going to rewind this, right? So we're going to midnight. This is midnight, which is London open. You have a strong green candle. You have little to no wick on the top side. This could be possible breakout entry for you on the buy side. Take that for a buy. Like I mentioned, I don't trade this, so I'm not sure what your TP stop loss should be, but you can play around with it. You can see what's a good range. So if you have it set to 100 pips or whatever, that might be too close. So what you might do is you might use, I don't know, 300 pips or 200 pips, something like that. And that's how you would figure it out. So, for example, here, this might look like it's too far out. So you might do 250 instead. 250 might be the sweet spot. And that might be your spot right there, right? Because you could have enough to catch any drawdown, but then it swings right back up to your full TP. So this is something that you guys can do. I mean, there's just a lot of different ways to do it. It just really depends on you as a trader, how you want to apply it. But yeah, sorry, I can't really help you with the DAX or anything during London because I don't trade London. Going over to the 1 minute over here. Pending, yeah, the buy is still pending, guys. So I see you guys in the chat still looking for it here. A lot of you guys are still looking for this to come up, but I don't think there's anything that's going to come up right now. So it's getting close to 8, guys. It's 7:57 right now. I think I've answered everyone's questions. So let me just go down real quick. There's a couple questions here actually. So Malik over here, sorry Malik, I did see your message earlier. Malik is asking, scroll again. Malik said, any tips on passing FTMO besides proper risk management? What I would recommend, Malik, is if you want to increase your win rate, like your probability of passing like to the maximum, just trade with me in the morning. Just trade from 6:30 to 8 because that's the only time I trade. And we usually almost like we don't have many mistakes during those sessions. Here's the pending buy right here, guys, if anyone wants to take it. I don't think I'm gonna take it. It's already too late in the session. So I'm already done trading for the day, but I'll just keep it right there. Or maybe I want to take it for a little bit. Nah, it's all good. Damn, I should have just taken it for that little move there. See if it actually goes. Nah, I'm not gonna mess with it. Market's like, and the market today is just kind of so all over the place, guys. It's not really something that you should really be playing around with anyways. Just due to the fact that it's like moving like this, right? It's just kind of going back and forth. So I'm not gonna mess with it. It's already it's 7:58, so it's 2 minutes till 8. So I'm pretty much done for my trading for the day. So let me see if there's anything else here that I need to look at. Sorry, Malik, I'm gonna get back to your question right now. Let me just type this in real quick. I'm tempted to hop in for a quick little. Oh, man, I should just hop in. Let's see, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, I hopped in for a little bit, so I took a little. I only made 290 off that trade. Really small trade off, like a profit off that. But I just hopped in real quick. I hopped in, I hopped out. Let me see if I could find this right here. But yeah, Mel, going back to your question, you're asking, any tips about passing FTMO. My main thing that I can tell you is just stick to the morning trades. Stick to the morning trades, and also don't overtrade, right? Because I know you probably see a lot of people here take like a bunch of trades. You don't need to take that many trades. Just take like whatever you need to feel comfortable about your win. And I would just stick to whatever I take in the morning. So, because that could almost guarantee your win. Because if you just follow what I do in the morning, then your odds of losing a trade is going to be highly unlikely. Like if I tell you to exit a trade, it looks risky, just exit it. Just follow everything that I'm telling you. And that's basically like all you really need. Because the thing is, if you just add up the trades that I take live every morning, we only lose like maybe 1 or 2 trades like for the entire month. So if you're able to just follow my directions and don't have any emotion in the trade. So if I say to exit the trade, you should exit the trade. If I say it's risky, exit the trade with profit. Don't wait for the TP. Because the thing is, if you just keep adding these wins, like you keep adding the wins and wins and wins on top of each other, you're going to end up passing your FTMO within within X amount of time. It's not necessarily, you might not pass within a day or two, but you're going to pass eventually. You're going to pass like within the month. So that's also one thing to keep in mind, right? Using proper lot sizes, using proper risk, and just taking every trade that I take. That's the best advice that I can give you. If you just want to pass, once you're funded, you can do whatever you want. But if your main goal is to pass, it's all about consistency, right? Consistency and eliminating as many losses as possible. So if you just take whatever I take, and then you get in and out, when you're supposed to, you should be perfectly fine. Because even if you're just making 1,000 or a couple $100 a day, depending on your account size, it's going to add up, right? So say for example, you're trading with me, you're making about like, you're taking the breakout in a couple of scalps, right? So you're taking a couple of breakouts and scalps, you're making maybe about 1,700, like on average, like 1,700 a day, right? After costs and fees and all that stuff. So you got to make 20,000, right? If you're on 200K account and you're making about, let's say 2,000. 1,700 is kind of like, it's kind of low. So if you do 2,000 a day, you only need 10 good trading days, right? So if you trade with me 10 days out of the month, Monday through Friday, that's like 2 weeks. Or even if you just get Mondays and Fridays, if you trade with me for about 3 weeks, you should be able to pass because you'll make your profit goal within that time period. So that's just my best word of advice. Even trading conservatively, right? You're not going to make a ton of profit like everyone else every single day, but you're going to make consistent profits where it's going to add up to you passing your FTMO over time. So that's probably the main advice that I can give you. And then once you're done, just do whatever you want, right? After that point, you don't have to take as much risk. You can just go for like maybe less profit each day or whatnot. But your main goal right now is to pass, right? And that's my main goal for you too. I want you to pass. I want you to get funded, get your refund for your challenge. And then from there, everything is free profit. So that should be good. Yeah, no problem, Alec. Austin's asking, does everyone get a strategy session if we sign up for the K2 trade? So if you guys are signed up to K2, you'll have access to the group mentoring session. So yeah, if you sign up, whether it be the strategies or whether it even just be the live trading, you'll still have access to the group mentoring session, Austin, and you can ask me whatever questions you want and I can help you with whatever you need help with. It's mostly meant for like K2 stuff, but I mean, if you have other questions that I'm familiar with, I can help you with. Like say, for example, if you have a question about Fibonacci, I can't help you with that stuff. I don't mess with Fibonacci at all. So I can't help you with that at all. The only indicators that I use are the K2 indicators. So just, keep that in mind, but I can help you with like other things. Like if you need help with psychology, if you need help with understanding how to read fundamentals, and you want to see how I do it, I can show you that as well. I mean, I can show you how to do that. I can show you all the different confirmations and confluences that I use. There's a ton of different things that I use. And I mean, they're all available to you. So yeah, if you sign up to whatever K2 thing you want to sign up to, you'll have access to it. But yeah, guys, okay, I think that's it. I went way over my live session for today. I'm usually off by 8, but I held on a little longer. So I'm gonna log off for now. If you guys have questions, feel free to reach out to me on Telegram. Otherwise, I will Kip lock in a total of 6,380. Damn, nice work, Kip. Abraham too. So Abraham locked in a total of 122. Kind of got ahead of myself there, Abraham. You'll make it back. Yeah, I mean you'll get up to the thousands range at eventually. It's gonna be some time, but you'll get there. RJ over here locked in a total of 12,090 for the day. Nice work, RJ. Abraham said I got shocked. Yeah, I know exactly. You'll get there eventually, Abraham. It's just gonna come with time. Because as your account continues to grow, you're gonna go from making 100 to making thousands, like how I said with Patricia over here, right? So if you guys remembered, I showed you guys Patricia's profits from when Patricia first started trading with me. So when Patricia first started trading with me, like last year, see, I can go back to the dates from like May 9th, right? So like from May 9th, December or whatever, she was making like 23 bucks right here off that, right? $23 in profit. And then she went from making $23 in profit to like now, what is it today? 2,958 in profit in a day. So guys, it goes to show that if you guys just stick to it and you actually get stuff down, you guys should be perfectly fine. It's just all about consistency and getting better at your trading. So other than that, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. If you guys have questions, just reach out to me. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the live session.